Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this stupendous Sunday. That's it. It's Sunday. It's stupendous. You're looking absolutely amazing. I'm getting straight into the meat and potatoes with you beautiful, beautiful people. Trying to change it, spice things up a little bit. See if George Webb can keep up. Come on, George, you can do it. But anyway, let's get straight into, like I say, the meat and potatoes. As I said a few days ago that eventually Candace Owens, the trajectory that her content is heading in is going to lead her to an inevitable clash with Huggy Wuggy, otherwise known as that chair. Erika Kirk. Erika Kirk. And look, it seems that, am I wrong or am I right? I don't know, because let's look at this. Because she's just done a podcast. And it says Candace Owens raises heat while claiming Erika Kirk is on autopilot and holds no verifiable lies after Charlie Kirk was killed. Picture of them two. It says Candace Owens shared new doubts after the death of Charlie Kirk. She said she has not seen any proof that Erika Kirk, Charlie's wife, has lied about anything. Owens spoke about this on Myron Gaines' podcast. She said the day before Charlie Kirk was killed, he had sent a message to a person at Turning Point USA about a death threat. Candace Owens said this message made her worry even more about what happened inside the group. She also said that some people at Turning Point USA were ready to make Mikey McCoy the new Charlie, which she found strange right after Charlie's death. Candace Owens said Erika Kirk may look quiet or cold to some people online, but she believes this can happen when someone is in shock. She said Erika may be on autopilot because she is scared. Owens added that anyone would feel fear after seeing someone close get killed. Which, we're going to touch on this in a second, because I have concerns here. She also said she has not found anything bad about Erika Kirk in her own checks. After this interview, Ben Shapiro and Stephen Crowder said Owens was trying to attack Erika Kirk. Owens pushed back. She said Shapiro lied when he claimed she accused Erika of murder, which she hasn't. Candace hasn't come out and at any point said she accuses Erika Kirk of anything, but there is a caveat to that. She said this was made up and not true. It says Candace Owens also shared a new theory about two Egyptian military planes. She said these planes crossed paths with Erika Kirk's travel records 73 times from 2022 to 2025. She said one plane was on the Provo airport on the day Charlie Kirk was shot. Owens said a person helping her check flight path spent many hours looking at the records and believed the planes were following Erika, not Charlie. Candace Owens said she later checked more files and found even more overlap between Erika Kirk's travel and the two planes. She said this made her believe that something larger may be happening around the couple. She added these overlaps happened long before Charlie was killed. On the podcast, Candace Owens also questioned the story of the Charlie Kirk's shooter. Police named Tyler Robinson as the person who shot Charlie. Owens said she believes he may be a patsy. She claimed more people may have touched the gun and said the full truth has not come out yet. So with respect to Tyler Robinson and Candace Owens, let's not forget that Candace Owens had come out and stated that Tyler Robinson had never been on campus here at this university, never been there. Now, she's obviously just relaying information that she has passed on, but she's also come out and said that there was another shooter scene, and she showed video of another person dressed all clad in black, laying down, and so on and so forth. So is this, you could argue that, well, it's not about Tyler Robinson may being a patsy, he is a patsy, isn't he? If you're seeing other people on the roof and Tyler Robinson has never been on this campus at all, but he was in the vicinity of the area, and we've seen him on cameras seemingly talking with an unidentified female, for instance. If all these things are accurate and true, then there is no maybe a patsy about it. Which then further feeds into what we're now seeing with Candace Owens being supportive of Erika Kirk. Now, I'm not here to attack Erika See, I could make it so you'd never want to hear another whisper again. You know, I'm not here to attack her. I'm here to try to look at what's being put out, see what people are saying, and see whether we are seeing a shift, whether we're seeing a shift in what people are saying, what people are doing. Because Candace Owens hasn't come out and flat out accused Erika Kirk of anything. She is basically, at some point recently, she turned around and said that kind of everyone around Charlie let him down. You know, they failed Charlie, they all failed him. TP USA, who the CEO now of TP USA is Erika Kirk. And yes, she hasn't flat out pointed the finger and said, but the trajectory, like I said at the beginning, the trajectory of her discussions around this case was leading her to a point where she would have to address Erika Kirk head on. And it seems that she's kind of backpedaled a bit on it. And I say that with all the respect in the world, because ultimately she may feel that she has had to. She's not stupid. Candace Owens is quite clever, so she probably understands that with this discussion over these planes, and I know that some people have reached out and said, look, Candace Owens, this entire situation was some kind of punk. She was lied to. She was tricked into giving her own lawyer's address on a podcast as in connection with these. And look, I would put that down to no less than people trying to, again, discredit her. At the end of the day, I could be completely wrong, and I will criticise where criticism is due, and I will support where support is due. My concern around Candace Owens and this Erika Kirk situation right now is that everyone has their price. I believe that everyone has their price. And if you turn around and say, like in this, they said that Candace Owens says that Erika Kirk is scared. She's on autopilot and she is scared. Anyone would be scared if you watch your husband kind of executed in that manner. But she's not behaving in a way that is someone who is scared. She has literally been asked if she's scared and she kind of laughed it off. You know, why would she be scared? Erika's literal words were, what am I scared of? That you're going to let me see my husband quicker. And I just thought that that's not someone who's scared. That's someone who is confident in that they're safe. Because I don't think you'd be antagonistic if you genuinely were scared in this situation. And she's got 2 young children to think about, which later on today in video 2, we're going to be talking about the rumours around the paternity test, where I think I can see where this came from. But yeah, I just find it really bizarre that Erika Kirk and Candace Owens, this coming together isn't quite the climax I thought it would be. I did think that ultimately Candace Owens would have to address Erika Kirk. You can't say that someone is being followed by these planes 70 odd times, and then you look at the information that George Webb has, which connects Erika Kirk's family to literal contracts regarding, you know, national security, if you like. These are military contracts worth billions of dollars, and they just happen to be connected to Erika Kirk's family. And Erika Kirk just happens to have planes that are seemingly flying over her head like a fucking kite. And I know I made a joke the other day that maybe that Charlie and Erika were moonlighting as aviation engineers and they were doing work on these planes. But ultimately, these planes seemingly were overhead of Erika Kirk. They were following her around. Why would they do that? And how can you, if Candace Owens has done her homework and understands that Erika Kirk's family are balls deep in military contracts worth billions of dollars, and Erika Kirk is being followed around by planes, and all these other things are happening around Charlie Kirk and Erika Kirk leading up to his execution, and then he is ultimately executed, and the story in the aftermath of that is kind of a real convoluted mess at the moment, where on one hand you've got a guy who he's saying, oh, I did it, and I've handed myself in, and now they want to literally hide every single thing that there is. We haven't seen Tyler Robinson in real life since that day, and they're trying to completely black out the entire trial and hearing and even documentations running through the docket. They don't want you to see anything. Why would you not want absolute transparency? Why wouldn't they want the US people, when Charlie was such kind of a loved individual and this was such a public execution, why wouldn't you want the ramifications that this individual who did it, supposedly did it, is going to suffer? Why wouldn't you want the public to have front row seats? They had front row seats to his death. So at the very least, you would think that the public should have front row seats to making sure that the person who did it gets what they deserve. But instead, we see completely the opposite. And that not only goes against the constitutional rights of the US people, but it just doesn't seem morally correct. From a moral standpoint, the whole situation seems odd. And with Candace Owens now coming back out with a front that seems to be suggesting that Erika Kirk has done nothing wrong, she can't find anything bad about her, she can't find anything that connects her to anything in any way, shape or form, I wonder what Candace Owens' followers are going to feel now. What are they going to do? Are they going to do the same 180? Because I see a lot of people who are supportive of Candace Owens who question Erika Kirk. You know, I see them who will also watch Candace Owens, but they will watch other podcasters like George Webb, for instance, who raises some real interesting facts around the Francie family. And now you've got Candace Owens at the top of the chain turning around saying, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Is there really nothing to see here? Is Candace Owens biding her time? Is she understandably now in the midst of threats that she feels that I'm kind of over the target now, and now I am getting death threats? And look, if you're getting death threats and you're scared for your life, then you will do certain things. You will take a pivot if you have to take a pivot. Ultimately, she's got children, she's got a husband, she's got a life that I'm sure that she wants to keep hold of. But look, let me know what you think. I just found it real odd that when you're looking at information being brought out by Candace, that the trajectory of it is looking to take you on a collision course with Erika Kirk, that she's kind of taken a step back and said, look, there isn't anything to see here. And I'm thinking to myself, are you sure? What do you think? Let me know. Love you all, and I'll catch you all later in video 2 and live tonight, talking about the Idaho 4. Mwah.